Hey there, Four States. This is Luke Taylor. Welcome to another edition of the KNEO Community Connection. And right now we're chatting with Jennifer Cutillo. She's over there at the Neosho National Fish Hatchery, and she's going to be telling us about an event that's going to be coming up there this weekend. So, hey, Jennifer, thank you for joining us here on KNEO.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you as well. And there's a, Veteran and Active Duty Fishing Day that's going to be coming up this Saturday. And what do you want people to know about it?
Oh, yeah. This is a really fun event. This is our first of our fishing derbies for the year. We have, obviously, this one for veterans and active duty military folks. There's one for kids, there's one for senior citizens, and the newest one is for women. The kids derby's been going on since like the 1950s. It's had its day for a long time, and it's always the first Friday in June. But these other derbies are relatively new. The Veterans Derby, I believe, started in 2011. That's the farthest back I have records. And I haven't worked here that long. So if I'm wrong and there's a listener out there that says, oh, no, it started earlier than that, I'd love them to give me a call and let me know, because I can only find records going back to 2011. But we're really happy we're able to offer this.
Yeah. And is this just at the fish hatchery, or where's is it somewhere that's more widespread?
Yeah, this is just an event that we run here at the fish hatchery. There are a lot of events, kind of free fishing days that are put on by the state or by the Missouri Department of Conservation, and they open a lot of natural areas for the day. Those are also wonderful events, but this one is just for veterans to come here to the fish hatchery in Neosho and get some very large trout out of our derby pond.
Yeah, and is it just for like the veterans and active duty, or do they bring their families too? So how does all that work?
Yeah, families are certainly welcome, but the fishing is only for the veterans and active duty military folks themselves. Okay. And so when you register to fish, the little registration table, it's a quick little form to fill out, and we give you a wristband, and then the folks with the wristbands are the ones who get to do the fishing. But that is a really good point. I got to remind folks not to bring any of their own fishing gear. Because we raise these fish and they are on the grounds in our ponds, we have to make sure there's no accidental contamination. So rod and reel, baits, stringers, nets, everything is our equipment, just to make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, but that's also helpful for people if they don't have fishing gear. You know, they don't have to go out and buy something. All they have to do is show up that day, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah. Just show up with a cooler to put your fish in. We even have volunteers on site to clean them and bag them on ice for you. And bring your own lawn chair if you want to sit down along the edge, which is highly recommended because it's a lot more comfortable. We have a hot dog lunch provided for folks who are attending. We usually get, I think 500 hot dogs or something. We always have plenty on hand. And it should be really fun for everybody to have a nice morning fishing and kicking off the season.
Yeah, and remind me, what time do they need to show up, and does everyone need to show up at the same time, or is it just open?
Yes, that's a good question. Registration starts at 8, and then we have opening ceremonies at 9. We do the Pledge of Allegiance. There's some patriotic music sung by a barbershop group. We've got two groups kind of together this year. It's called Pride of the Ozarks and the Tri-Stateman Barbershop Group. And then there's a few words from Rod May, our hatchery manager, and then he blows the horn, and it's free fishing until noon.
Okay.
Some guys get all 4 lunkers by 9:35, and they're out of here. But you can certainly keep fishing until noon.
Yeah, well, some people just got the gift. I've never been one who can catch them that quick, but some people do amaze me with what they can do. So that's coming up this Saturday. And just one more question. I'm sure a lot of people in the sound of our voices here, they know where the fish hatchery is, but just in case they don't, could you give them some direction or an address or something like that?
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to put it into a GPS, it is 520 Park Street, right here in Neosho, and we're only a few blocks off the square. But that brings you to the back of the property, where the main hatchery building is from the 1960s. But that's fine because that's also where the big parking lot is. But the great big white and green new visitor center and office building is off of McKinney Street. So you'll walk through the property to get to that.
Okay, well, so that's how people can go and check this out. So we hope that the veterans and the active duty out there, that they will participate in this special fishing day that our own local fish hatchery is putting on. Sounds like it'll be a great time, and we've been speaking today with Jennifer Cutillo. You might recognize some of her reports that she puts out there in the Neosho Daily News and the work that she does out there for the fish hatchery. So, hey, Jennifer, thanks for all that you do and for coming here on the radio station here and letting us know about this event.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.